Hi guys, welcome to Charities Bubble, your number one channel. Today is another day. I hope that you guys have been doing fine. First of all, I just want to thank every one of you for subscribing to my channel, for continuing to watch my videos. You guys are just awesome, awesome, awesome. We have reached 3,649 subscribers, close to 4,000 subscribers. I told you guys that had it not been for you, I would not be doing what I've been doing, but I've seen so much encouragement, so much motivation. I thank each and everyone who writes out a comment and they just comment what I'm doing. I just like your feedback, guys. I also like the way that if you have subscribed, if you have liked my channel, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to invite you who is new to this channel and you just joined. Welcome to Charities Babu family. We are here, we talk about life in the USA. And if you have a question, you can ask it. And we normally do our live shows on Saturday at 12 noon US time. And we do it for 1.5 hours. And I also would like you to join me or to follow me on my Facebook page at Charity Nganga or Charities Bubble fan page, and also on Instagram at Charities Bubble underscore USA. Guys, you guys are awesome. Keep on the questions coming. And that's how we roll, guys. So I'm just going to respond to one question here before I go to the main topic of this conversation. there was this person who was asking me about starting a business here in the US. Now, if you come here as an immigrant and like your mind is set to come and start a business, sometimes it can be very, very, very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. I'm not saying that it cannot be done. Yes, it can be done, but sometimes it can be difficult because look at it this way. And I understand where most people are coming from when they say that maybe they want to come and start a business. Out there in Africa, we are used to not finishing school and not getting a job. You know, like it's very, very hard to get a job because you do not know someone. You need to know someone for you to get a job, which is very, very understandable. So you're finding that if someone has finished high school, if someone has finished college, if someone has graduated from the university, most people do not have jobs. And it's not because they are not qualified. It is because they do not know the person who can push them to get that job that they deserve, which I feel is very, very unfortunate because sometimes you look at people in certain positions and you're like, that person does not even deserve to be there. But it is what it is. And so I know that most people have a mindset that after you're done with school and everything, you can only start to earn a living through starting your own business, which is okay. And that is the mind oriented. I told you guys before I came here when I was in Kenya, I used to have my own business. Why? Because even if I had finished high school, I did not have a chance to go to college. So I just went and did my hair and beauty college, and I had my hairdressing business. Oh, that is good. Other people that I knew, maybe we went to school, they were still in business. So that's a very normal thing for someone to finish school and go into business. But when it comes here in the US, it's a little bit different. When you're here, you're coming to start your life from zero. So there are so many dynamics that will come into place. Of course, you have to get used to the dollar because you're used to a different kind of currency. So whereby you're not thinking about a business at that specific time. You are thinking about starting your life from zero because you will start from buying plates, spoons, everything, renting a house and all that stuff. So that will be the first thing that you will think about, of which the best thing is to come and like that is the starting point. You have to be employed. You have to be employed. You work for a while, and then after you have worked for a while, is when you will decide which kind of business do you want to do. And then you find that some businesses, they require you to have some kind of licenses, some kind of certification, and some kind of know-how. Because I've told you guys several times that the way things are done here in the US is very different from the way things are done in other countries. So you find that let's assume that you want to become a carpenter or you want to become a plumber. You find that some of these you have to go to school. You find that now let me give a good example of Kenya. You find that if someone wants to become a carpenter, and if someone even wants to become a plumber, and I'm gonna talk about a plumber because my husband is a plumber, and I could see him. He used to recruit some people whereby you find that it's a parent, their child has finished high school and they don't know what to do. They have finished college, they don't know what to do. So he goes with those young men, and they watch what he is doing, and he starts training them. You see what I mean? I know several people that went through his hands, and right now they are doing plumbing, of which at the end of the day, you find that you do not need all that stuff, whereby you have to have a certain licensing to do all that stuff. So it's a little bit whatever. So you become like an apprentice. That's what I would say. But you find that here is a little bit different. Yes, you can become an apprentice, whereby you can go to school and they are sending you on the sites whereby you can go and work. And then after you have done with that program, it might take some time depending on the institution. That is when you get that certification that you are a plumber. You see what I mean? So it takes time, and then you can start up your business as a plumber. But let us look like small businesses, like maybe you want to start something like a hotel. Very, very easy and very, very simple thing that you can start. You find that if you want to start something like a hotel, you need to do as you need to you have to, I'm trying to look for the right word, you have to meet all the qualification of the health, because you find that what you're feeding the people, or what you're selling to the people, the kind of food that you're selling to the people has to be standard. You don't want to be feeding people whereby maybe they are complaining, or maybe when it comes to food, is very, very sensitive. You have to be observe very, very, very hygienic standards for you to be up to date. And there are these people who keep on coming to check you're doing the right thing and all that. So you find that before you learn all that stuff, because you will be required to learn all that stuff, it might take time. I'm not saying that you cannot keep a business, but what I can advise you is that when you're coming here in the US, have the mindset that you are going to come in and you are going to be hired to start your life. And then after that, after you have been hired, then you have worked, you have known you have to know the ways, you have to know the customs. You have even to get through and go through all the culture shock, so that you can be assimilated. It's very, very diverse here in the US. You have, you have to get assimilated, and then now you can decide, this is what I want to do after you have settled, after you have your apartment, after you have after you know that even if this business fails, because business is hard, business is entirely on you. So you know that there are all those advantages and disadvantages of a business. Let's assume you want to be a sole proprietor, whereby you want to keep your own business by yourself. Yes, there is that advantage that when you get profit, it's going to be your own profit. But you find that when it comes to losses, you will incur on all the losses. You see what I mean? So you have to put all that into dynamics. You have to see, if I want to have a certain kind of business, what kind of licensing do I need? So it's very, very important for you to have that mindset when you're coming here, that first of all, do not think that you're coming to keep a business, because that's not gonna that could be the wrong foot that you want to start with. Because before you start keeping a business, you have to know, you have to survey that part. You see, this kind of business that I want to keep, is it viable in this place? What are the demands of the kind of business that I want to do? So those are the things. And if you talk to most people who have immigrated here and they have had their business, they had to be hired, they had to go to school. I know several people who have their own even nursing homes or group homes where they take care of elderly and all that kind. You find that most of those people are qualified nurses, they are registered nurses, whereby after working in being on the workforce for some time, and they know all the systems, how it operates, then they have that courage to go and have their own business. I also know some people who have they have kept some food stores whereby people go and eat. They did not come from Africa and they came immediately and started their businesses. No, they came, they worked, they were in the workforce for some time, and then when they had all that confidence, then that is when they started their business. Look at something else like truck driving. If you talk about truck driving, you find that for you to become a truck driver, the first thing that you will do, you have to go to school. Then after you have gone to school, you go and do a test so that you get the CDL certification. After you get the CDL certification, then you have to be employed. Why are you being employed? So that you know the roads. You even know where to get the goods, because you find that when you're a truck driver, you have to look for your goods online. Yeah, you have to go online and see this is the cargo that I am going to carry from this state to this state. This is how they're charging. Sometimes you have to bid. Sometimes you have to negotiate. So for you, before you know all that, guys, you have to go through the workforce. That's what I need you guys to know, that before when I go in there, the first thing that will be my main thing is I will go to the workforce. I will understand the customs. I will understand everything, all the dynamics about US. Sometimes you might even come here and you've gone to the university, you have very good English, and then you come here, you are like, oh my gosh, I do not know it. But it's not because you do not know English, it's because our English is the British system. So you find that there's some things that you know them, you know that thing with the name of that kind of thing, but it is called differently here. You see what I mean? For example, something like soda, soda like in can, the soda that is in the can. Find that here it's called pop. It's called pop. So you find that before you realize that what is pop, it took me a while to know what was pop. It took me a while, because you find that back in Kenya, we say, I want a Fanta, I want a Sprite. Here, it's pop. It's in a bottle. It's in pop. You just go and choose the brand that you want. You see what I mean? Something like I want to give you like a very, very, very vivid example. Even the pronunciation names. You find that now, like my name is, but here when you come here and they want to pronounce your name, they are not gonna say like charity. They'll say charity, like the ty is like a dy. You see what? So you have to know all that. So I felt like it was important for me, is because you don't want to start a business when you're very new and fail. I've seen people starting businesses when they have, and even maybe they have over 10 years and they fail. So you have to look at the ground and say, this is what I want to do. But if this is what how is it going to fare? Very, very, very important. So main topic that I wanted to talk about today. So I will see you another video. But first of all, before I post, I'm going to talk about the visa bulletin, and then after the visa bulletin, then this video is going to run tomorrow. So thank you and God bless.